So I was walking past my kale plant the other day and I noticed there's some holes in the leaves, and that is a signal for me to look for caterpillars. So there are, I think, a few of these little caterpillars. There we go. This little guy right here. This is a cabbage worm, and actually if you just smush it off, that's an easy way to get rid of them, especially when they're little like that. Here is another set of them. Little tiny guys right here, and you can just knock them off. Another way to get rid of the cabbage moth or butterfly damage is to remove the eggs before they hatch. This is actually quite easy to do. You can find them, they're usually yellow or sometimes white, oftentimes conical or a little bit rounded, and then you can just knock them off. So they usually are on the front top of the leaf or on the underside, and oftentimes if you see the butterflies, the white butterfly, if you can find the eggs that they've just laid. The cabbage butterfly is very prolific. It can have up to 8 generations per year, unlike a lot of other caterpillars. Now, I'm a big fan of caterpillars in general. The cabbage butterfly is a particularly challenging pest. It's not native to North America, and it has a tendency to be very prolific. Whereas other caterpillars that you might find in the garden, including, say, one like the black swallowtail. So the black swallowtail is an interesting one because it eats parsley, carrots, dill, anything in the carrot family, and yet it only has like 1-2 generations a year depending on where you are. It tends to be more of a nibbler rather than a decimator, and so I oftentimes leave those caterpillars. There's actually very few caterpillars that can completely decimate your crops, but unfortunately the cabbage butterfly definitely will. Be just mindful of that and practice selective pest management to maximize biodiversity and also the output in your backyard. Having caterpillar damage on your kale plants is also another signal that maybe your plant is lacking in some sort of nutrient or micronutrients. So it's a great opportunity to make sure it has enough water, maybe supplement with some inorganic fertilizer or water with fish kelp meal. So all those things are options for helping to prevent pest problems and get the best crop possible.